Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pleasantview. Today we are playing the Tricou household, which has so much going on. I did save the game at exactly 4:59 last time, so we could get a Ross as soon as I click play. I do want to go through everybody's wants really quickly because there are 8 Sims in this household. They're on a crazy schedule, and there's no way we're going to give them all the attention that they deserve. So let's start at the top with John Smith. We had locked in the wants for Valdwan and for Gareth to become overachievers. They both have jobs, so that is possible. And we're going to be homeschooling them today. It's Friday. He also wants a grandchild, which we could not do unless somebody moved out of this house because there's not enough space. So he's going to be working with the kids today, staying home. He's just waking up at 5 a.m. Jennicor is here in the room with him. She's just hanging out. It's nighttime, so her needs are great because she's a vampire. We locked in. She also wanted her granddaughter to be an overachiever, so we locked that in. And then we locked in get a friend because they don't have any friends really in Pleasantview. And so we need to get them friends so people start to move up in their careers. And if you remember, she's not really good friends with her granddaughter. Their relationship was improving last time, but their lifetime is still awful. And of course, she also hates her son-in-law, Kiernan. We'll look at that when we get to him also. Vornan rolled the want to make a friend and talk to Friggareth, which is great. He has everything he needs for a promotion except for one friend. So if we can make a friend in the household before he gets home from work today, he could get promoted. Remember, we put him in the paranormal career track because his lifetime want is to become a cult leader. Now, Kiernan is, look at his wants. So we had logged in be best friends with his daughter, which is adorable, and he wanted to woohoo with his wife. They've been working on their relationship. You'll see they're still married. They're friends now, but there's no crush or love flags. They were not doing well since he cheated on her and she caught him. But he has the want to be a zombie and the want to be a vampire. He's already a werewolf. Do we want to make him a dual supernatural, like a werewolf zombie? I don't think anybody in this household would mind if he died. And maybe then Vornan could bring him back as a zombie. Vornan does need to work on his witchy skills. But, I kind of want to lock one or both of those in. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll make a poll. Maybe I'll make a poll for you guys. I don't know if I want him to be a triple, like a werewolf, vampire, zombie. That's weird. But, do we want to lock those in? He doesn't have a job. Remember, his lifetime want is to paint a 1,000 simoleon masterpiece. So he does want to paint. His hunger's super low because it's nighttime and he's currently transformed in werewolf mode. And so their hunger goes down super duper fast. I really want to lock one or both of those in. I don't think that they would make him a vampire. They don't like him enough. They wouldn't give him that gift. But I'm going to unlock be friends with his daughter. And I'm going to lock in his want to be a zombie. And I'm going to think about that because that could be interesting. He did make a lot of progress last time. So he's still, he's doing better with his sister-in-law, 3 over -10. His mother-in-law still hates his guts. And, he started working on his relationship with the men, essentially. And John Smith was the only one he became friends with, barely. So it does kind of make sense that he would want to emulate him. And if he's trying to get on his mother-in-law's good side, that could be the way. I've never had a werewolf zombie hybrid. I'll put up a poll for you guys maybe, and you guys can tell me what you think. And then Janelle, we had locked in for her that Friggareth gets a scholarship and is an overachiever. Now remember, she's a fortune sim. She is going to work today. She needs 2 friends though, so I doubt she'll be able to get promoted. But if we can make 2 friends before she gets home, then that could be possible. She does want to be friends with Bella Goth, who she's at 15 over 15 with. They were out and about in the neighborhood, remember, throughout the rotation, so... Nylissa is a popularity sim, so she has all these wants. She wants her daughter to get a scholarship, she wants to throw a party, and she wants to be friends with all these people that she met. And she's doing pretty good. She's not friends with other people in her family, really, but she's getting there. And we'll go upstairs in a minute because there's actually still people at the house. And Friggareth, we locked in, make a friend. He is going to work after school today also. He has everything he needs to get promoted, though. He's a popularity sim, so we just locked in get a friend. But if something else comes up for him, then we'll lock that in instead. And then Valdwan wanted to buy a bunch of stuff because she's a fortune sim and earn some money. She is also going to be going to work today, and she has everything she needs to get promoted also. So she will be working on her criminal career. But what I also wanted to show you guys is upstairs. We had all these people at the house. So the elders are in their bed. Kiernan is here studying. What is he studying? Mechanical. He's in here studying. Is that what he wants to get? He just wants to get a skill point. He doesn't want to get a specific one. And then if we go up another floor, I don't think anybody's on this floor. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Vornan is serving some food. What did you make? Avocado, eggs and avocado toast. So he's serving some food because he's a natural cook, I believe. Yeah, he's a natural cook, so that makes sense for him. And if we go up another floor, a lot of other people are here. So Nylisset and Valdwan are here. And then if we go up another floor, where's Frickareth? Oh yeah, I was telling Frickareth to get out of bed because he's in the wrong bed. We're going to send him to his bed. But then over here playing poker, these are all the people that showed up last night, and they've just been here all night. So John, Nina, and Darren with Sophie Miguel have been here playing poker all night. They've been here. So this is the place to be, I guess. Right, I'm going to focus on Frickareth because I want him to go to bed in his bed. Sleep. Go to sleep. Look at the time. I'd better go. Yeah, Darren. What's Cassandra going to say? You being out all night. All right. You want to earn some money. What can you do to earn some money, Valdwan? Do we have an easel? We do have an easel somewhere. I know we do. Oops. Random occurrence. Chosen by the Watcher. A non-religious sim in this household has found their faith. Have them visit the House of Faith to pray to the Watcher. They will share their newfound faith and attempt to convert anyone they know who is not religious for the next 2 days. If there are no non-religious sims in the household, then reward one of them with a blessing for their continued faith instead. This is like so funny to get on this house because one of the things that I didn't mention was that you guys also voted for Jennicor to be our new priestess. So she's going to be buying the House of Faith, and she's going to be the priestess for our neighborhood, which we're not focusing on today because I want to focus on homeschooling the kids. But, oh, that'll be so interesting. So I don't think we have any non-religious sims in this household. Let's see. Watch your Book of Faith. 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 Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all, because this is an extremely religious family. That's why, I mean, they have their own prayer statue. Yeah, there are no non-religious sims. So this is their prayer statue that they have. They are super duper religious. There is an Eye of the Watcher in every bedroom. And yeah, so we don't have any non-religious sims. So somebody's going to get a blessing. Who should it be? All right. I'm going to think about that while we get everybody started for their day. So John's taking care of his needs. Jennicor, what do you want to do? Go swimming. Do you guys want a pool? You want to play on the couch. Let's go play on the couch. Maybe we should build them a pool. What are you doing? Oh, you guys are gonna woohoo. This is not your room. Why does everybody want to be on this bed? You guys, your room, the one with the cauldron in it. Not this one. But they're gonna go casual woohoo. Now there's no chance of pregnancy because the household is full. So they can woohoo all they want and there's not gonna be any baby right now. You're hungry. Eat. And then what are you doing? Oh, you're trying to get that and you can't. Yeah, you can't select an object in use. My bad. Why are you guys in Frickareth? Yeah, I know. Get out. Get out. Yeah, you guys can't get that because it's facing the wrong way. Nope, I hear the chime. You want to make money. Here, go paint. Go paint. And then Nylissa, you're hungry also. Go downstairs and eat something. His household's going to be so chaotic because there's 8 Sims. I still don't know who should we give the blessing to. Because they're all religious. Alright. John Smith is over here playing pool. Okay. She's such a pleasure sim. She wants to... Why can't I use this bubble blower? Why can't you use the bubble blower? John can use it. Why can't Jennicor use it? Kiernan can use it. Denial can use it. So it's not like vampires can't use it. Why can't she use it? I don't understand. She's the only one that can't use it. Everybody else has no problem except for Jennicor. I don't know. That's unfortunate because she wants to. Is it because other people are coming to use it? I don't know. I thought I told you to go paint. You started and then you stopped. Okay, well, you know what? It's almost time for school anyway. Actually, you're gonna have to do school in the evenings because... Oh, that's why you came inside. Never mind. Don't go outside. That's bad for you. Don't go outside. You can't go outside during the day. What am I thinking? Okay, here's your bathroom. Use and wash your hands. That's why her needs were going down, because she went outside. Yeah, you want to use it, but you can't. Sorry. Okay, what time is everybody going to work? Niall at 9 a.m. So you're going to be going to school. Now, I gave her the car. That's fine. So actually, you're going to be going at 8. Why don't you come down here? Wash your hands. Use the toilet. You guys also have a butler, don't you? Yeah, there's Dallas. So Dallas is here to take care of things. Good job. And then what time are you going to work? Not until 11. Got your little morning woohooing. You want to gain a skill point. Okay. What skill do you want to learn? How about charisma? Yeah, come work on your charisma. Practice your romance since you were doing a little woohoo. And then Frigoreth, your needs are awful, so you just keep sleeping. Okay. Go on, guys. Go on. Oh, hey, Amy. Thanks for delivering the paper. Good job. Put some of these walls down. All right, Nina and Sophie. Nina and Sophie are still here. They've just been playing poker all night. What are you doing? Shove. Don't shove him. Come over here. And then John Smith, why don't you come... Is that broken? Wait. I just heard. I heard it. Did you guys hear it? Oh, there we go. So they're definitely working on their relationship. The question is, who is I feel like if he doesn't work on his relationship, because look, her relationship, Jennicor's relationship with Kiernan is super low, plus her granddaughter. I feel like she might kick them all out. I feel like she might say, if you are going to stay with him, you guys need to leave. I feel like they might start their own household. What do you guys think? Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm really not. But they're working on their relationship. She doesn't have any wants for him, but... Okay, Denial's going to work. Why don't we lock some of these doors since everyone's going to the wrong bed? Let's lock some of these doors. Let's go to the top here. So whose bedroom is this? This is Nylissa. So lock. I don't want to allow her only though, because there's only one door. We can lock these ones with 2 doors because we can say that only Janile and, only one of each couple can go in there. I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Oh, Janile's almost in the red. You know what, Nihilus, you want to make friends with some of these people? I think we should work on that because we need friends for people to get promoted. Oh, they're gonna go relax. You're going downstairs. You're gonna go woohoo in your parents' bed, aren't you? Oh boy. Janile, why are you walking that way? Why are you walking through the front? There's a perfectly good door right here. What is wrong with you? You aren't supposed to be able to use this door. I have a mod for that. Why didn't you use this side door? Look at your needs now. They're awful. The whole reason I gave you a car was so you don't have to go outside. You little... Alright, I'm gonna have to think about that. John Smith, what are you doing? Reading. Okay, do whatever you want until the kids start school. You're up here with them. That's fine. See, look at her needs now are awful. Jesus. Maybe I just need to remember to put sunblock on her. Did you go to bed? You went to bed. At least you went to the right bed. Yeah, your needs are terrible too. Is that because, did you stay up all night? Was I just not paying attention to you? Oops. It happens. You guys are gonna woohoo in your parents' bed. Alright. Alright, you're gonna use the toilet. So here's what we're gonna do now. It's after 9. Create work for Valdwan. Press play. And then she can do her work and she can ask for help from any of the adults. So, call her to work. And then we'll do the same for Frickerus. So after he's done using the toilet, he can take a shower. And then we will create work for him. And he can do his work. And that's what we're going to do because they're homeschooled. So they have to do a whole homework piece, at least one every day. And then so from 9 to about 12, they should be working on, after they finish this, if they have time, then they can be working on skills or badges, that kind of thing. So they have to be doing that from about 9 to 12. I know that normal school ends at 1, but they would normally eat lunch at school, so from about 9 to 12, we're going to be doing that. And if they need help, John Smith is here to help them. That's his role. Okay, so you're working on yours. Let's see. You look so cute. See, they change into their school clothes too. You in your school clothes. You look so confused. It's not that hard. It's just math. And then Valdwan, are you doing yours also? Where are you? Oh, you're still inside. I don't know why the camera took me all the way out there. You didn't change into your school clothes though. I'm sorry. What's up with that? Are you rebellious? Is that why? Does she have the rebellious trait? She does. That's probably why. So this is how I do the homeschooling. They have to work on school stuff, and they have John Smith to help them. And Vornan went to work. I wasn't even paying attention. His needs are also awful. I'm doing such a terrible job in this house. Niall is over here playing with Nina. She wants to make a friend, so hopefully they're making friends. And then what are you doing over here? Cleaning. You have a butler. You don't need to... Sophie, are you still here? Shouldn't you be at actual school? And somebody made some food. Here, come eat. Tell him a dirty joke. Alright, you're also hungry. You come eat. Butler's gonna use all our grocery points. We need to put some of these in the fridge, like leftovers. That looks so delicious. Croissant and strawberries. Oh, you're very excited you tried that science activity. Is your homework? Oh, that's... What are you doing? Did you finish your work? You did, didn't you? Yeah, because you have a B+ now. Good job. You know what? You're also hungry. Come downstairs and eat. Everybody's hungry. Does that mean you finished yours also? Yeah, so now you have a B+. Get out of the bathroom. Dallas is trying to do something. Oh, he wasn't trying to get to the toilet. He was trying to get to the laundry, which was facing the wrong direction. I hate that you have to constantly move those so that they're facing the right way. He would just stand there all day. I don't want to have to babysit the butler all day. I've really been thinking about switching to the simple laundry mod to see if it's better. Because those laundries, having to constantly move them, I think you might be able to edit. I might try to edit the mod, the one that I have, the laundry mod, so that they can pick it up from any direction. I feel like that might be the answer. Because I think right now they have to be in front of it, and I can just change it so that they can pick it up from any direction. All right, Valdwan, you're eating and talking to Nina. That's good. Because your carpool is going to be here soon. So what we're actually also going to do is use your sunblock so your needs don't plummet. I think you have to take it out and then use it. Yeah, use sunblock. Blah. I love when they do that. Blah. You are obsessed with this bubble blower. Buddy, I think you've got a problem. I really do. He is just super obsessed with that. Alright, and then you need to eat something. You're not a vampire, so can you eat one of these out here? Are these still good? I guess. I thought I told you to take a shower. John Smith found no coupons. Okay. Well, whoever impresses me the most by evening is going to be the one to go to get their blessing from the Watcher Book of, from the House of Faith. I still haven't finished the House of Faith, the changes that I wanted to make last time, but that's okay. It'll still be the first time we go to visit it, I think. Valdwan, wash your hands, because then you're going to get in your carpool. That'll get your hygiene up a little bit. Did you use your sunblock? Well, it's not here anymore, so I guess you did. Did anybody make friends with anybody? I don't think so. You know, she wants to throw a party. I think we should do that maybe after 3 o'clock. We're going to throw a party. Just going to want peace. See, look, now Valdwan's needs aren't going super down because she put on her sunblock. Why don't you come greet Coral Oldie? Nah, don't greet Coral Oldie. You're a vampire. Go back inside. Go back inside. Go back inside. I forget. Alright, come take care of your needs now. Alright, I'm gonna pause the game and let's see. Let's go through everybody one at a time. John Smith, come take a shower. Alright, you need to just say goodbye to everybody because a lot of them have been here way too long. And then you're gonna come downstairs. And you're gonna come take a bath and use the toilet. And then Kiernan, you are also obsessed with that bubble blower. No. There's food outside. You can eat outside. Are these no good? Why isn't... Illicit. I told you what to do already. Frickereth. Where are you? Oh, you took a shower up here. Okay, but I want you to eat also. Now, Dawn does have these cute pictures of her and her cousin. Let's put one. Yeah, let me try to move objects off. Turned it on when I was trying to figure out how to deal with that thing. We're gonna put one in her room. And we're gonna put one in her cousin's room. They each have one. There, I think that's cute. Actually, let's move it. Let's move it down here. Do we want to move hers down too? Nah, hers is fine. Maybe down a little bit. Move it down a little bit. Okay. Oof. All right. Does everybody have their directives? Let me eat before your carpool gets here. Blah, blah. Who was that? Can I elicit? No, yeah. All right. John Smith. I think I kind of want to give John Smith the blessing, to be honest. He's the one that's been all around town, you know, saying hi to all the neighbors and everything, trying to integrate in the community. Oh, here, come restock the fish when you're done with that. I feel like he's the one who deserves the blessing, to be honest, because he's been doing all of that. His wife is a priestess. I have a custom religion career that I started making that I haven't quite finished, so I'll finish that before we actually play the Tricous as running the Faith Center. You want to make out with 3 Sims, meet someone new. I thought I told you to come eat. Alright, Janile's home. Can you please go inside faster? You're gonna die. You are going to die. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, because she's gonna piss herself. Because her needs are so bad. But now she has a negative memory. Yep. Yeah, and then you're gonna pass out, probably. You're hungry? Yep. You're crying because your mother-in-law was mean to you? Well, you shouldn't have cheated on her daughter. Yeah, look, they're back at negative 100. Okay. Badwan, get inside, please. Get inside. Get inside. Get inside. Get inside. Her sunblock must have worn off. I don't know how long it's good for, but obviously not that long. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do for you. You're gonna go upstairs, and you're gonna get in your coffin. You stayed home all day, but you're hungry and you're tired. So, you're gonna come upstairs, and you're gonna get in your coffin. And you got in your bed rather than your coffin, but that's fine. You are about to be shoved by your mother-in-law. Alright, here's what I think is going to happen. I think that Jennicor is going to kick Kiernan out of the house. I think Jennicor is going to kick Kiernan out of the house, and I think that Nilicet and Valdouin are going to have to decide if they're going to go with him or not. Because Jennicor is just not having it. She is just not having it at all. Yeah. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know, but look at that. Now, his wife and him do have crushes on each other, and he seems to have a positive relationship with his daughter. And she doesn't have a great relationship with him, but it's better than some other people in her family. I think all 3 of them are going to move out. I think all 3 of them are going to move out. And I don't know where they're going to move or how much money they're going to take, but I think that's what's going to happen next round because she hates him. She hates him, and I think that she doesn't want that for her family. I like how she's farting hearts over him, though. She is just not going to have him in her house. So that's what we're going to do. They're going to move out. They are going to move out. But before we do that, I think it's 6:45. So she's gonna come pray because she's super religious. And I think she's gonna do some prayer over the matter. And she's gonna come to a decision. And Kiernan, you can do whatever you want in the meantime. Bornin, your energy is super low. Everybody else is doing terribly. Kiernan, your social is low. Do you want to make a friend with anyone in particular? No. But why don't you come call somebody? Go work on your social. Go complain to somebody. But I think that Jennicor is going to do some prayer to figure out, because she loves her daughter. They don't have a great relationship, but it's not bad. And I think that she is struggling over this because she's the matriarch of the family and probably wants everybody to stay together. All right, Kiernan, who are you going to call? Your old fling, Raynell? That's a bad idea. Melissa Fancy, who you have 3 bolts with. Who are you going to call to talk about this with? Who do you think would understand? I feel like you're going to call Nina, because Nina has this rich sister who doesn't give her anything and who she doesn't have a good relationship with. And so I think he's going to call her to talk about family. And be like, do you have this problem with your family? I want to stay with them. I care, but they're so mean to me. Yeah, I feel like she's going to try to decide what to do because she wants everybody together. And she doesn't want to separate them, but, you know, he did this to her daughter. He brought shame to the family. They had to flee, all these things. And I think she's not going to know how to handle it. She's going to do some serious soul searching. I wish they would kneel in front instead of to the side. I can probably fix that, but that's not even going on the list because I would never actually get to doing it. It's a tough decision for her. It's definitely a dilemma. All right. John, wake up. And Jennicor, you guys are going to go somewhere. So you're going to take John Smith with you. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to go to the shopping center. You're going to tell John Smith that he's been out on the town a lot and you just want to kind of get out and see things. Because remember, she hasn't left this lot yet. And we haven't seen her out and about at all, I don't think. So they're going to go out just for a little time to themselves. What is he in the way of? Yeah, you're leaving, but oh, you're trying to get to this laundry pile, I bet. Oh yeah, you're super hungry. I know. Alright, come downstairs. It's nighttime, so you can go outside now. And then your hunger's probably super low, yep. So why don't you're not a cook though. But why don't you serve something? You must have some good cooking skills though. Oh yeah, you have 8 cooking skill points. So why don't you serve some empanadas? And then she's in her coffin. Let's wake her up so she... I love it. I love it. Alright, change into your everyday. And then come downstairs. Get ready to eat. Valjuan, where are you? You're in your coffin, but it's nighttime now, so come. Love it. Alright, come take care of your needs now that it's nighttime. And they're almost ready to go. So I'll get back to the household after they get back from their trip. Alright, so John Smith has been walking around town doing all kinds of stuff, but Jennicor has not. I love how she immediately rolls the want to change into her pajamas. She's hungry. She's gonna go order some food. That's fine. John Smith trying to limbo. I'm just gonna let them have a few hours away from that hectic house. She's gonna maybe talk to John, tell him what she's been thinking. Look, he's gonna go tell her a dirty joke, thinking about brains. They're just gonna spend some time, just the two of them. She's gonna talk to her husband about what she's been thinking, see what he thinks. Here, why don't you come sit here? Come sit with her. Bleh. What did you order? Pie? That looks like pie. Yeah, berry pie, I think. Alright, can you change the topic? Change it to... What would we use for this? Paranormal? Say, you know, I know that they're... I thought I just told you to talk to him about the paranormal. What are you doing, Jennicor? Where are you taking it? Don't clean that up. That's not your job. Bleh. Alright. Here, come over here. What I actually want you to do, this is our clinic over here. If you guys haven't seen the tour video, it says pharmacy, but it's our clinic. And if you come in here, oops, I have a little kiosk over here. And we are going to buy some vampire sunblock. Just going to buy some of that for the girls that are going to work. Maybe we should buy some poison. Do you think she would poison her son-in-law? Then they would resurrect him as a zombie. Let's buy some poison. Alright, so now that she has some vampire sunblock and some poison in her inventory. This is the poison. I know it said poison in a bottle. That's just because I haven't remeshed it yet. It's still a poison goblet. But why don't you come out and just greet some people? Actually, there's a greet everyone. Let's do that. You know, now that she feels a little safer here, her husband has told her that they've been... Alright, well, everybody... Mary Sue does not care about you. Forget Mary Sue. Greet Coral. Nope. Coral's leaving too. Whatever. Where's John? He's still sitting here like I told him to. Here, come use the toilet. Oh no. Come use this toilet. Yeah, do we think that she would kick them out or poison him? Or both? Maybe they'd poison him to teach him a lesson, raise him up as a zombie because they know that their daughter loves him, and then tell them, get out. Why are you cleaning? You see how she has no reflection because she's a vampire? He's checking her out though. Alright guys. Now we're actually gonna go to the Watcher Worship Center. They're gonna go check it out. Maybe she's gonna say, you know, we're really gonna settle in this town. Maybe we should bring some faith to it. Like, there are faithful people here, but there's no active services, right? We've been playing for almost a week and there's been no services. All right, why are you guys not going like I told you to? Drive to the Watcher Worship Center. There we go. It's like, you know, if we're gonna stay here, we need... Oh, look, there's the vampire. There's the NPC vampire. We need to meet him. Stop. Stop. Talk to him. Talk to him. You need to meet him. Count Darren Jenkins. She's definitely going to be like, oh, there's other vampires in this town? I didn't know that. How is it here? He's like, well, we're not allowed to hold political positions, but otherwise. I don't think we've seen him on a lot before. Right, now you can leave. I don't think we've seen him before, and now all of a sudden he's here. That's kind of funny. I like the way he's stalking on his tiptoes. Jennifer wants to meet him too. But yeah, she might say if we're going to settle here, we need to bring a little bit more faith, make sure that they're very accepting. They seem to be, but, you know. But yeah, this is like the first time we've seen him. So he's hydrophobic, a diva, a great kisser, devious, and inappropriate. Like surf music in the color pink. All right, so this is the Watcher Worship Center. We have not been here yet during playtime. We have only been here for the tour. Yeah, I know. I gotta get rid of that flamingo. But here it is. So they have their own prayer statue. Once she buys this lot, this is going to be where you give your sermon. And then this is in our kiosk video where I showed you guys how to make your own kiosks. This is where people can buy the Watcher Book of Faith. So the first thing we're going to do, because you see all these people here? The first thing we're going to do is get a visitor controller, and we're going to ban anyone who's not religious. But actually, immediately, we're going to ban everybody, because right now we're going to say that this place is not currently in use for the purposes of our story. Here's our visitor controller, so we're going to keep it paused, and we're going to say sim type ban all. Yeah, so everybody should despawn except for our sims, because what we're going to say is that at the moment, this place has not been in use. Nobody has been here. Nobody has been here giving sermons. Maybe the last priest or priestess, you know, retired, passed away, moved away, whatever, and nobody stepped up. And so she's going to come here looking for some faith, seeing that there's nobody here, and maybe is going to decide that she is going to be the new priestess, that she's going to try to revitalize faith in this neighborhood. She's going to do some prayer here also, and she's going to try to bring some faith back to Pleasantview and say that they need some guidance, maybe that this will be her purpose here. And while she's doing that, John Smith is going to come over here. Stop looking at the flamingo, the old fire hydrant. Somebody got a cookie from the cookie jar and then despawned. Oops. And this is where I have not remeshed the blessings and curses yet because I didn't think we would be here so soon. But this is where you can either get a blessing or a curse. And so since we had no non-religious sims in the household, somebody gets a blessing. And it's going to be John Smith because he's been the one really trying to get integrated into Pleasantview. He's been on every lot pretty much. So we are going to give him a blessing and see what it is. Lock in those goals. Your focus is much improved. You now have an extra want lock. So John Smith is going to get an extra want lock, which will be awesome because he rolls all these awesome wants and fears, and I always want to lock them in. So the way that I designed these are similar to the Ross, except you always get one when you click on it. And the blessings are essentially the good ones, things that give you stuff from the Ross, and the curses are the bad ones. And I made it a smaller list. There's only like 15 of each, right? Rather than, I mean, I think I have 140 something Ross, but I think I only picked 10 or 15 for blessings and curses. So he's going to get an extra want lock. Go ahead and do that right now before I forget. So we are going to do wants, add a want lock. And so now we can lock in a third one. So let's lock in. He wants to be a werewolf. That's so funny. He wants to be friends with Dawn or get a grandchild. Which of those? He's not really close to being friends with Dawn. He keeps having the want to get a grandchild. Let's just lock that in. I don't even know if that's possible for him. That's what we're going to lock in. So that was his blessing that he got because he was in. Here, come eat this cookie off the ground. And what I think we're going to do here, she's prayed on it. So she is either going to poison and resurrect. She's not going to kill him. She's going to poison and resurrect her son-in-law. or she's going to kick them out, or she might let them stay, or maybe she'll only let the girls stay. So maybe I will put up a poll for you guys for that. You guys can decide. But in the meantime, we're going to buy some Watcher Book of Faith. And because she's the new priestess, when she interacts with other Sims, maybe when she becomes friends with them or something, she's going, so like Amin, who she's pretty close to being friends with, she might gift him a Watcher Book of Faith, which would turn him into a religious Sim. So that's how non-religious Sims become religious, is that, you know, they convert. And so they may convert through a Ross or through things happening in their story, or if they become friends with enough religious Sims who kind of encourage them, they might become religious. And it works the other way too. If something terrible happens, a big tragedy, they might lose their faith. So we're going to do that. She has extras of those now, and she might actually give one to Amin. I think that's good. But it is 3:30 in the morning, so we're going to send them back to the home lot because we do want to save before 5 a.m. So we're going to go back to the home lot, play everybody else. She has decided that she is going to take on the role of, you know, bringing a renewed faith to Pleasantview because she is super duper religious, and so is the rest of her family. And I think she thinks that that's something that the town could use, and that's the role that she can fill. She's also going to purchase this lot when we get back, or maybe at the beginning of the next episode. So Fergareth is home from work. He earned 0 simoleons. And did not get promoted, even though he has everything he needs. So that was not a great day for him. All right, come inside and use the toilet. And you are asleep. I'm actually going to wake Ornan up. And I'm going to have him take a shower. And then I'm going to have him go back to sleep once he's tired again. And you're coming in here to eat your empanada. No. Come downstairs. He made food. Come eat it. You're eating. You're not hungry. She's playing poker. Of course she is. Why don't we come eat first? It's a little bit more important. Come sit with your parents. And Fergareth, what are you going to do? Oh, you're winding the clock all on your own? Good job, buddy. Alright, you want to make a friend after 10, but is there anybody that you can call? Do you know anybody outside your household? You could call somebody. One of the teenagers should be fine. Call either Alex or Dirk. Alright, so he's gonna chat on the phone for a little bit, get his social up. Talking to Alexander Goff. And then Vornan, what are you doing? You're trying to chat. Why don't you just come sit so you can talk with everybody? Since you're not hungry. You're a little bit hungry, actually. Why don't you come eat? Why don't you come blow some bubbles? Since that's the thing to do. And then your fun is also low. So why don't you come blow bubbles? See, so you guys have 2 family friends. So you have everything you need to get promoted. You go to work tomorrow. Who's making that noise? I think that was Vornan doing his evil laugh. That's fine. Alright, let's pause so we can figure it out. So you made friends, because he had the want to make a friend. He made a friend. He still wants to meet someone new. Now he wants to be best friends with Alexander. Friends with Brandy. No. We'll lock in be best friends with Alexander. But you're not a vampire. You're tired. But your fun is low and you're obsessed with the bubble blower, so come blow bubbles. And then Vornan, I'm actually going to have you study because so we can work on your witchy abilities. And she's doing this all on her own. Now for Kiernan, we have locked in become a zombie, but what else should we lock in? I thought we had locked in his daughter as an overachiever, but I guess not. He wants to flirt with Nina. She's probably gonna woohoo with him, so we can just lock that in right now, or be friends with her. You want to throw a party, which we're not going to do at 12:30. Oh, she had the fear of him howling, which he did. That's funny. She wants to be friends with all these people. Maybe we'll throw a party tomorrow. Alright, why don't you come up here? And you can take the last bubble blower spot. Maybe try to win over some people. They do look like they're having a good time. Your needs are static, but we'll have you sleep. What time do you have to go to work? You don't work today, so you can sleep tomorrow. Your fun is totally up. So is your energy for some reason. Not your bladder and hygiene. Why don't you come scrap this painting? And then why don't you paint? Since that's what you really want to do. Work on your lifetime want a little bit. And then Frigorith, it's 2 a.m. You need to go to bed. Because you are not a vampire, as much as you wish you were. And then Valdwan. Oh, she wants to get a promotion. Let's lock that in instead of earn 100. She's close to earning 100. But getting a promotion would give her way more aspiration and some influence. She has everything she needs to get promoted, and she's going to work today, so. Alright. You want to earn money. How can you do that? I don't think you can without leaving the lot. You want to become a media magnet, though? Why don't we work on your creativity with your novel? Let's have you write a novel. Work on that. I feel like that's what you would do to make money. You'd write articles or something. And then you can't do anything to make money, I don't think. Alright, so what kind of novel is she gonna write? She wants to be a media magnet. I feel like maybe this one. And we'll write an article about aliens watching and they abduct and she's gonna write some sensational thing about how aliens are watching us and then they abduct certain people which they hold for ransom. That's what she's gonna write. I wish they let you write the title and the description when you pick that stuff, because sometimes I forget what I picked by the time it's, time to do that. Alright, here, why don't you add all piles of dirty laundry that are in your inventory to that. You must be neat because you're cleaning autonomously. Yeah, you're pretty neat. Make the bed. Yep. Yep. Here, why don't you come tend to your grandmother's plants? Speaking of which, they're getting home right now. Oh my gosh, look at his aspiration. It's terrible. That's awful. Alright, come downstairs and go to bed, honey. We need to work on your aspiration. You want to maximize a skill. You are very close to maximizing cooking. Let's lock that in instead of get a grandchild. Come to bed. And then, Denial, your needs are awesome. You come up here. come up here. And then go this way. You just want to buy a bunch of stuff. She wants to buy a toy. Maybe you want a grandchild too. Alright, let's look at your skills. Let's work on your charisma. Actually, yeah, let's work on your charisma. Since you're gonna be the new priestess. Come down here and practice your speech. I'm a vampire. I can't see myself in the mirror. Oops, I forgot that they can't. Do that. Alright, how else can they learn charisma? I don't remember. Alright, well, instead, why don't you come study couples counseling? I feel like that's something that a priestess might want to know, how to get people to reconcile. And then we're going to pause the game because it is 4:52 a.m. So we're going to pause and we are going to save right here. And next time we will figure out how or what we're going to do with Kiernan and Nilicet. And we're also going to buy the worship center and keep working on a lot of the stuff we've been working on. I feel like so much happened and yet I didn't give anybody the attention that they deserved. Oops. Love it. Love the chaos. If you enjoyed that episode, a like is always appreciated, and I will see you back here in Pleasantview very soon.